Yeah, thank you. So the book is basically it's two parts. The first part is my story and coming to how I did to where I am now. The second part was an academic thesis I wrote at Monash University a few years ago, which I then took and reworded back into everyday speak so people could understand it. As otherwise, academics mostly write for other academics.
Yeah.
And the outline of it was when I started speaking, people were coming up to me and saying, "This is amazing." You could hear a pin drop in the room while you were speaking, and this isn't what I'm used to when I'm listening to speakers. And how can I go about learning that? Like, how is it you do what you do? So, what I looked into when I did the research is studying my own practice and how I was creating the kind of engagement I was. And then when I did discover that, I had this thought around like, oh, I don't think I'll ever share this with anyone. And it ended up going into, a book that's very widely available now. So it was one of those cases of letting my gold spread beyond just me.
Awesome, and you put all your good stuff in there, and so people can get that on Amazon. And tell us about your speaking training. Is that all you do? A lot of in-person stuff around Australia. Do you do online stuff as well?
Yeah, I do both. So I've had clients, especially during COVID, clients from all over the world. Um, we run longer containers online. We do multi-day in-person seminars. Sometimes people start online and they're like, "This is so good. I want to come to the in-person stuff as well." It's an amazing community that comes around the work. It's very non-linear. A lot of the way speaking is taught is write your thing, memorize it, practice it. This is how you're supposed to be confident. And my approach is almost the complete opposite. It's like, let's just get you being yourself. When you're being yourself, you're going to be magnetic and you're going to be confident. Trying to be someone else is not going to work for you in your life or on the stage. And it's really like that's where the fear comes up. It's like, oh, you mean people are going to see me for who I am? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the beauty of it. That's what they really want.
Yeah, a lot of people think they've got to put on this big front and be Mr. Professional or Mrs. Professional, and one of these polished person, be something they're not, which is what you talked about, and it's all about tapping into your authenticity. And
Completely.
what type of people do you help? What type of business people? Is it mostly business people?
It's a mix. I'd say I'd probably get 60-40, 40 being professionals, people in leadership, CEOs, national sales managers, things like that. And then the other 60% would be like solopreneurs, people running their own businesses, coaches, consultants. Yeah, people that kind of get the value of speaking and are good at the one-on-one stuff, and then they're like, okay, I need to scale out and start working with groups more.
Wonderful. And what have you got coming up in terms of the online stuff if anyone wants to get into your world, Miroslav?
It would be best to reach out. So we're just starting a mastery container now. Mastery is a 3-month training, which is uh, delivered in person and online, but people would get the whole thing online, and there would be an optional attendance for the in-person event. Um, and we're tweaking that after this delivery. So I can't tell you what's going to be on horizon within the next 6 months, but I'll know over the next couple of weeks. We've got meetings around it.
Wonderful. And, public speaking is a great thing from, for many different people, whether it's business people getting out there and speaking, you can't beat it. But also if it's something that you struggle with and you want to conquer it, which I guess is kind of like what Miroslav did originally, it is a fantastic skill to